already. I'm live. I was trying to reconnect. So glad I made it to live. And I'm very happy to be here today. Today we are going to read a story about some friends and how to be kind to each other. You know, it's just one of those things we need to do like all the time. Today's story is called The Littlest Dragon. And it is by Susan Quinn. And get started. I just realized I need to adjust myself a little bit here. There we go. Long ago, when dragons roamed the earth, Mrs. Dragon sat waiting for her eggs to hatch. She smiled as the first egg went crack. She smiled as the second egg went crack. But when the third egg went crack, Mrs. Dragon gasped. Out popped the littlest dragon she had ever seen. "Mama," said the littlest dragon. "Oh, how sweet," said Mrs. Dragon. "Dragons aren't sweet," said Mr. Dragon. "They are big and strong." Oh my goodness. I can't turn the page. There we go. But the littlest dragon, he didn't grow big and strong. His legs were too short to run fast. And he was the last in all the flying races because his wings were too small. Even worse, he could not breathe fire. However hard he tried, who ever heard of a dragon who can't breathe fire? Laughed the other dragons. Each day, the littlest dragon grew more and more lonely. "I'm such a crummy dragon," he sobbed. Little Bird fluttered down from the tree. "I'll help you find a way to breathe fire," she said. "How can you help?" sniffed the littlest dragon. You're not even a dragon." "I can be your friend," said Little Bird. Then the winter came. Mr. and Mrs. Dragon had colds. The littlest dragon's brother and sister had colds. And when dragons have colds, they can't breathe fire. And without fire, dragons can't keep warm. I'll find somebody who can come and light the fires," said the littlest dragon, and off he went with his best friend, Bird. The littlest dragon went to every house in the valley. But every dragon in the valley had a cold, and every fire had gone out. All of the dragons were freezing. "Please, please help us," they croaked. "Oh no. Oh man, if only I could breathe fire," said the littlest dragon. Suddenly, Little Bird had an idea. she plucked a feather from her wing and she tickled the end of the littlest dragon's nose. The littlest dragon's nose began to itch, and the littlest dragon's nose began to twitch, and it itched, and it twitched, and achoo! He blew out 2 fireballs out of his nostrils. Whoa! I can breathe fire! Yelled the littlest dragon. Soon, every dragon in the valley was warm. You're a hero, said Mrs. Dragon proudly. I could never have done it without Little Bird, said the littlest dragon. He looked at the feather and smiled. He might never win running or flying races, but he could breathe fire. And with Little Bird as his friend, he would never be lonely again. The end. I think I love this story so much because I love that Little Bird approached the littlest dragon. He went up and said, hey, we can be friends. Sometimes it's hard and you wait for somebody else to come and see you and say, hey, you want to be friends? You can be the one to say it. You want to be friends? And let's see, can you do that with your siblings? I think you can. Those are the best people to be friends with because you got those guys around all the time. So I hope that you have a great day today. Today is a wonderful day to be alive. Okay, kind of every day is a wonderful day to be alive, but you know, each day is a new day. And so if you're having a lonely day today, why don't you think about something you can do to not be lonely? I'll see you tomorrow.